This week we're in Amsterdam and we were blown away with what it had to offer. From the architecture, street art, the food and the general vibe, it was a city that grabbed our imaginations and won't let go. Away from the tourist hotspots, this incredible city really surprised us. So we want to show you a side of Amsterdam that you may not have seen.
Hello everybody, this week we are in the Netherlands. In fact, we have literally just crossed over the border from Belgium into the Netherlands. We have stopped, I'm not sure where we're near to be honest, I think it's kind of near to Rotterdam. We were going to go a lot further and get to sort of near Amsterdam and find somewhere to stop around there, but we're really tired, so I think we're still on some sort of sugar crash from Bruges. So we found this really lovely campsite and it's €19.50 a night. It's got showers, toilet, electricity included, and it is really beautiful. It's such an incredible spot. I need to show you the bathroom because you're not going to believe this bathroom. It is crazy. What do you think to that bathroom then, Bunny? You've just been
It's outrageous. It's going to be like having a wash in a strange sort of museum antique shop.
Sort of reminds me of like what I think my great aunt would have.
Yeah.
Like our great aunt.
The only thing it's missing that it seems like it should need is like a cushioned toilet seat.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But no, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, what is going on with it?
I've never seen a campsite toilet like that before.
It's crazy.
Was it good?
That was wondrous.
Yeah.
I think that was the best shower I've ever had at any campsite.
Wow.
And with the added bonus that it was an antique vintage museum experience. Now for some lunch.
Morning folks, we had a very peaceful night's sleep here. What a place, really like it here. Gonna pack the van away and then we are heading to Amsterdam. Very excited about this. I've been once before, years ago, but yeah, looking forward to having a bit more of an explore.
Yeah.
We're gonna be staying at a place called, what is it? Camp Zeeburg.
Yeah.
Which looks like a bit of a crazy campsite. And then we'll get the train or the tram in, I think.
I've been to Amsterdam a few times before. I've been with friends busking. I've actually stayed at Camp Zeeburg before with them as well. So it'll be really nice to visit again and see how it's all looking probably about 10 years later. So I'm feeling very excited.
But before any of you get too excited, no, we're not visiting the red light district, and no, we're not going to be going to any of the special smoking bars. We're there for the culture, the hidden gems. Yeah, we just want to find like the sort of the different side of Amsterdam. Okay, so we've just run into a potential problem. Benny's noticed that there was a Z or a Z on his map and we thought, what is that? Guess it might be like some sort of emission zone. And yep, where the campsite is, it is in the low emission zone of Amsterdam. Never thought to look. So I've had a little look online and we have to apply for a temporary exemption. I'm just telling you this just in case any of you head to Amsterdam in your camper van and don't think about these things like we don't. Okay, I've got the code. Oh, €11.70. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to be like 30 euros or something. That'll be for both days.
What?
So it's going to be 23 euros something.
That's like 4 waffles that we're not going to be able to get.
You want more waffles? We're in blooming the Netherlands now.
Crazy.
Okay, we're all done. It was €11.70. I misread it. I'm useless. We are on the outskirts of Amsterdam. The roads are absolutely mental. This is the most hectic city driving. It's actually got a bit better just now, but yeah. People are confident. People drive very confidently at speed when it's this busy. Seems pretty nice.
Yeah.
The pictures are huge.
Yeah.
And it looks like, I think we get electricity.
Generous pictures.
Yeah. And we're at like a cul-de-sac, a camper cul-de-sac, so there's not going to be any through traffic, which is going to be really nice.
Are you excited?
I'm very, very excited, Benny.
I can tell.
I can't.
You're
I don't
absolutely
know what.
flying.
I'm so excited to be here. I mean,
Good.
at the campsite, but I mean just in Amsterdam.
Yeah?
I think we're going to have a really good time, and I cannot wait to find some traditional Dutch food.
Before we continue our Amsterdam adventure, I want to share something that's made our life on the road in the van a lot easier, and that is our Jackery power bank. People ask us, what power bank do we recommend? Well, we've been using Jackery for over 4.5 years now. They've never let us down. We use our Jackery to charge our laptops, our camera, our phones. We use it for our coffee machine, our milk frother, for musical equipment. We also use it for all of our DIY projects, as you can run a sander off it, a jigsaw, and all of the power tool batteries for charging as well. So this is their newest portable power station, the Jackery 1000 V2. We've been trying it out for a few weeks now. It does have quite a few upgrades from previous models. It's 20% smaller and 10% lighter, which does make a huge difference in portability terms and using it in small spaces. It still packs the punch of the larger models. It actually charges off the mains in 1.7 hours, which is just crazy. That's in no time at all. But there are actually 3 ways to charge this: mains, cigarette lighter socket, and also using their solar panels. We've got one of their Solar Saga panels, which is more efficient than the previous models, and it's also waterproof, which is really handy, especially in the UK when you don't know when it's about to shower next, but you want to get a little bit of charge going on. You don't need to worry about breaking your panel because it can take the rain now, so that's absolutely brilliant. It has an ultra durable PO4 life battery which offers 4,000 plus charge cycles, guaranteeing a 10-year lifespan. It has 1,500 watts of power and all of the inputs that you'd expect, including 2 USB-C inputs, a USB-A, a cigarette lighter socket, and 2 AC sockets. It's super quiet whilst running, which is great for small spaces such as this, so there's no loud buzzing or humming happening at all. It can also be operated with Bluetooth via an app, so we can keep an eye on how much charge is left on it, for example, even if it isn't right next to us. So overall, Jackery is just an amazing product if you're in the market for a power bank. We really can't recommend them enough. We don't even have an inverter in here because we've not felt the need to put one in because we just use the power bank all the time. You'll have seen it, the various Jackeries that we've enjoyed using in so many of our videos. If you've watched a lot of them, they're just brilliant. They're so reliable. They're our go-to lifesaver, to be honest. We literally use this every single day. It's one of the most important things we have, so if you're considering a power bank, we do recommend Jackery. So if you want to check out Jackery's power banks, we've put a link in the description. There may even be a discount waiting for you. So thanks so much, Jackery, for keeping us powered whilst we're out on the road. Right, let's get back to our Amsterdam adventure.
We were getting a bit hangry.
Especially one of us.
So we found out that we're actually an hour away from...
Well, we're a 20-minute bike ride.
Yeah, 17 minutes to cycle into Amsterdam, or an hour on the tram. There's no chance I'm cycling, especially on an empty stomach. But I'm not a confident cyclist, so I don't think that's a good idea anyway. I don't want it to just end up being a really stressful day. So we're having wraps before we go. Okay,
let's
so
be sensible.
We're
let's just eat.
Just trying to be sensible here.
Let's take a breath for a second here.
I'm gonna.
Before we rent
I'd be raging. I'd just be raging. No, I think we'll get the tram. We'll get the tram in. I know that our lives usually revolve around food. Sorry, guys. There you go.
Thank you.
It's not very pretty, but get it in you. Annie!
It's a bit flipping drippy. What have you given me?
What are you doing? That's beetroot.
What the hell? Have you pass us that plate, will you?
Here's a dirty plate from earlier.
It's only had a bit of toast on it, man.
Okay, we're soaking Benny's shirt. He's getting changed.
It's just a really difficult day to judge what to wear because it's cool breeze, but as soon as the sun comes out, it's baking hot. So do I go thin summer jacket or something thicker and warmer? I just don't know. What if we don't get back till 2 AM?
I'm definitely coming back before 2 AM. My bedtime's 10:30, Benny.
I know.
Okay, we've eaten. Benny's got his lighthouse jacket on. Let's hit the road. Well, let's go and try and find a tram. Stay safe, Ronnie. Let's go.
All right, we are off. Officially. Go in. That took a while.
It's actually a massive campsite. There's all these like side alleys, but then there's a huge bit for tents. And then over there's like these weird little huts that you can hire out that overlook the river or the water.
Pretty sure they have a cafe and stuff as well.
Yeah, it looks massive. It's like a proper complex. Okay, it's a bit windy, but we've got our tickets. €15.50 each for 2 days pass, and I think that's for the train, the tram and the bus for the centre of Amsterdam.
So we scan it when we get on. It's really hot.
It's got some speed, hasn't it? So we crossed the bridge the wrong way. So we walked for about for about 15 minutes in the wrong direction. So we're getting a completely different tram, which goes round the south-west side of Amsterdam to another area that we were interested in going to anyway, so we thought we might as well just get this tram. That was one heck of a tram journey. Felt like I was driving about 60 miles an hour. Very fun though. So we are now walking to an area called
The Jordan district. We don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm saying it right this minute. Yeah, it's supposed to be a nice area. We got our money's worth on the tram because it is the stop before the last stop. Yeah, we actually went through a lot of interesting looking places on the tram. It's a lot bigger here. It's quite huge really. It looks really bustling. Looks like there's a lot of interesting shops and cafes.
There's so much to see.
Yeah,
We
there's
didn't
a lot
know.
to see.
We were tempted to get off about 4 times, but I think it's one of those places you can't see everything, so we're just gonna see as much as we can.
Yeah, we'll see what we can today. We've got tomorrow as well.
And as we expected, there are a lot of bikes. There are bikes everywhere. I'm kind of a little bit sad that we haven't cycled in. But I think it was like €20 a day to rent a bike, so.
Seems to be a lot of wonky buildings here. I don't know what's going on, but there's some big angles.
Some heavy subsidence.
Everything is pointing in a different direction, just slightly. Emily's got distracted.
I got distracted by this nice building.
That's very cool.
Well, it didn't take us long to find a really lovely independent clothes shop. I think she prints everything in there and embroiders everything in there herself, or maybe it's like a cooperative. But we had to buy something, so I got like a really nice little vest with like an orange print on it, and Benny got a t-shirt with a peach print on it. And she gave us a free bag, which is really sweet of her. I think if you spend over a certain amount, she gives it you. And she's like, well, you're nearly there, so you can have one, which was really sweet. So the place is called Almost Summer. Definitely go check it out if you come to Amsterdam. But yeah, this area called Jordan, if that's how you say it, it's really beautiful. I'm sure there's a lot of beautiful places that we're going to find. Oh my goodness, everything is so aesthetic. I just want to film and take photos of everything. But yeah, there was some really beautiful little streets, a lot of flowers and really amazing wonky buildings that just look really nuts.
It's brilliant, yeah. And some of the streets are strangely peaceful as well.
Yeah, you can get away from the hustle and bustle quite quick.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we've only just started exploring.
I know, we've only just got here. Let's go.
Wild here. A few close calls already. We were after some traditional Dutch snacks called bitterballen, so we headed to a place recommended to us a little way across town. We didn't realise until we arrived that it was in a food hall full of independent food stalls. Alright guys, so what we've got ourselves here are some bitterballen. It's a traditional Dutch food, but I think this is a modern twist on it because usually they're made with meat. So it's like a croquette with meat traditionally, but we've got one with parsnip and truffle, and the other 3 are cheese and spinach. So
Old cheese.
Old cheese it's called, yeah. Very old. Okay. This looks like it's got spinach in. So try a little bit.
It's a verdict.
That is really tasty. Oh wow. Yeah, it's like pretty soft in the middle, crispy on the outside. It's just really good, really nice, yeah. It's like the texture is bang on. Very satisfying thing to crunch into.
Okay, and we've got some like whole grain mustard to dip them in. I don't know if I'm supposed to use this flag. Okay, I'm just gonna, flag can go. I've had the same as you, I've just realised.
Yeah? What do you reckon?
Really good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's so satisfying that it's like all squishy in the inside and then really crispy on the outside. I'm going to try one of the cheese ones. Okay. That one's the truffle and parsnip one. You can really taste the truffle in it. Again, really squishy, amazing in the inside. That one isn't that cheesy, but it is very, very good.
Yeah.
Well, I can safely say that bitterballen are absolutely divine. I could have eaten so many of those, but we didn't actually realise that the place was in a food hall, and there is so many other things that we can eat here. So there's like a oyster and local fish place, there's tacos and tortillas, there's pizza, there's a cake shop, Indonesian.
So although there's a lot of choices to eat here, seeing as we've already had something from here, and also because we've just found it, we're going to go to this vegan restaurant, which is a 5-minute walk away. The food there looks incredible, so we're going to do that.
Okay guys, I don't really know what to say about that.
I do. That was mind-blowing.
Well, at one point Benny said that's the best food he's ever eaten.
I did say that, it's official.
And it was absolutely insanely good.
Yeah.
So that place is called Soil Vegan Cafe. We had the vegan ribs, which were like sticky, barbecuey, spicy, incredible flavour, really good texture. Like crispy on the outside, like a bit chewy, caramelised, and then like soft and wondrous on the inside.
Outrageous.
I had a kimchi Reuben sandwich, which was marinated tempeh with homemade kimchi, some kind of incredible, I think it was gochugaru mayo, and Benny had
like
the best meal he's ever had.
I had a miso ramen noodle dish, and it was just really creamy miso with like really special like ginger and carrot coleslaw. It had seaweed in it and little strips of beef, seitan beef.
Did it? Oh, I didn't even know it had that. Wow.
Spring onions, and it just had like loads of vegetable-y bits woven into it, but it was like white miso with a creamy sauce. But everything was just made with so much care. There were so many different flavours inside this dish. It was just an absolute like parade of wonderful eating. Yes,
yeah, I tried it.
It was fantastic. Incredible. It was fantastical, and it's not a lot of places I go to, and I think I'd want to come back here to try every dish on the menu.
Yeah.
But that was definitely one of those places. It was just incredible, like next level stuff.
And also, I would say that pretty reasonably priced as well. My sandwich was €12.50. I think yours was like maybe €18, but for that quality, everything was homemade, like the seitan was homemade. And you may have noticed there was a wall of fermented things behind me where I was sitting. So they make all of their own kimchi, all of their own fermented pickles. So it was so special. That was really, really, really good.
It was, woo! It was good.
That's a whole different type of houseboat, isn't it, Benny?
Yeah. I've never noticed like floating homes like this in Amsterdam on my previous visits. So I don't know if it's a new thing or not. It's probably not, is it? Amsterdam is a lot bigger than I realised, I think.
It sounds like when you came here to play gigs, you literally went to 2 places.
Yeah, we stayed in quite a specific area. I think we didn't go that far. But I have seen homes like this outside Nottingham, Red Hill Marina. There's a few
Oh yeah.
They have them there, don't they? In fact, do they not make them there? One of their workshops make those things.
Do they?
Do they make?
They are different to that though.
Yeah.
And I've just seen.
Is that one brick? Brick.
Oh my god, it's brick.
Is it floating?
Yeah.
That's wild, isn't it? Tell you what, you'd want bigger than a 10 horsepower outboard for it though. I'm sure at Red Hill I saw one of the guys moving one of these with an outboard engine on it. Well, we were loving Amsterdam so far, and as we wandered we came across more of the pretty canals, beautiful houseboats and lots more bikes, until, believe it or not, we accidentally stumbled across Amsterdam's oldest bakery, selling fresh hop stroop waffles. So this is a stroop waffle. I've never had a fresh one before. It's like a sweet waffle with like cinnamon and ginger in it. You can just smell it walking past, it drew us in straight away. And in the middle, it's filled with caramel.
And it's hot.
It's hot to the touch. It's got Emily's name written on it, but I'm having a bite.
This wasn't really supposed to be like a food tour, by the way. It's just ended up, you know us, we love our food.
It never starts out like that.
How is it?
That is so much better than the packet one. And this is the oldest bakery in Amsterdam as well. Hans Eggstock.
Hallelujah.
Tell us what you think of it through the medium of dance.
That's basically pure sugar and fat, and it's brilliant. It was €7.50 though, but I guess you're paying for fresh stroop waffle.
You're paying for magic, you're paying for wonder.
You're paying for magic, yeah. Okay, let's go do something that isn't eating.
A mixture of the wonky buildings, the canals, the bohemian buzz and friendly vibe has absolutely made Amsterdam one of our top cities, if not the top. We loved it here. But the birds making nests out of rubbish did make us sad. There were a lot of these tiny cars about and we just couldn't get over how comically small they were. We kept hearing what we thought sounded like some sort of squawking parrot bird, and then lo and behold, around the corner we found some that had just been fed peanuts. But they didn't seem like anyone's pets anymore, so we're guessing they're wild ones that maybe once escaped from the dreams of a confused visitor, from someone's apartment. The sun had set and so it was time for us to return back to the van. First we got totally lost in the train station, before finally finding our way home to the campsite.
We are back at Ronnie. So earlier we had to go and get some water because we were really thirsty. So we found a supermarket called, what was it called? Jumbo?
Yeah.
And we thought it was just going to be like a normal kind of supermarket. But no, Jumbo is great. It has so many great things, including a variety of really good teas that you just can't find in the UK. Like, we get Clipper teas in the UK, but you can't find Arabian Nights flavour. What was the other one?
Here.
Chamomile and peach. Amazing. Yeah. We also got some really nice yogurts that at Alpro, which you can't get in the UK.
Yeah, flipping apple pie flavour.
Apple pie and what was the other
one? Lemon cheesecake. What?
And what did you get for breakfast, Benny? So we've got some Little Willies for breakfast. But we're going to have some nice tea right now.
Yeah, so I'm having this Arabian Nights cinnamon, clove and rose organic infusion.
And I'm going to have one of these chamomile and peach. And we will see you in the morning. Night, guys. We got back quite late last night. I think we ended up going to bed about midnight, which is pretty late for us. We're usually in bed by about 10:30. So that means
I think it was that Stroop waffle.
Oh yeah, the Stroop waffle. Like really powered us on.
Yeah, we had that Stroop waffle and then the whole day changed.
It was quite funny. We just ended up going into the supermarket that we mentioned last night and just like spending 25 euros on really random stuff. People get high here. We just eat Stroop waffles and get high on sugar and then go and do silly things. So we've ended up getting up quite late. Our plan was to get up pretty early, head straight in and have a full day in Amsterdam. But it is now 11:02, so that hasn't gone to plan, but that's okay. But as you can see, I'm wearing my new top, but as you can't see, Benny is not wearing his, and that is because, I know you can't see that, he got a bit excited in the shop and he just saw the design he liked and just bought it. Didn't you, Benny?
I'm afraid so.
So it's an extra large.
Too excited to look at the sizes.
He tried it on last night and it looks like a dress on him. So we're going to head straight to that shop, change sizes, and then we're going to go to a Parisian patisserie. We haven't had any pastries yet. I think I mentioned yesterday, we don't mean these videos to end up being food tours, but you know us, we just love food and we just get very excited about it, especially pastries. So we like to share those experiences with you. But this patisserie looks very, very special. I think it's actually all vegan. It looks like absolute top end stuff. So I'm just having some oats to keep me going. And then I guess the pastry's going to be brunch.
Yeah.
And then we're going to head to the north of Amsterdam over on the ferry, which I think it's a very interesting, arty, kind of industrial, slightly strange place. It's where I camped last time I was here. Yeah, very excited about doing that. But it has been raining a lot this morning. That's another reason why we didn't really bother getting up, I guess. And it's supposed to be really heavy rain and quite windy later. So that's a shame.
We caught the tram in and swapped my shirt for the right size and then headed to the bakery.
Okay guys, we've sat by the canal. We've got some little squawky friends coming, I think they're coots. This is a pistachio cream stuffed cruffin, which is like a croissant muffin thing. And Benny has an
almond croissant.
Almond croissant, which has like an almond paste in it. This is the best pastry I've ever had, okay? I know I probably say that every time, but this really is. Oh, hi. You alright? It's a little family day out. The pistachio cream is like nothing I've had before. It isn't bright green and kind of like really, really sweet. It's slightly salty. It is gooey. It is incredible. That was so worth a 25-minute walk.
It really was. My lord. My lord, it was.
Could you smell the pastry?
It's very honky, isn't it?
They're cute.
Just outrageous. Top end pastry that.
And it was plant-based, so completely vegan.
How? Crazy.
That was unbelievable.
I mean, it's just as good as the very best non-vegan ones I've had.
You wouldn't know
How
that
they've
that doesn't
done
have
it,
butter
I have
in.
no idea. We made our way to the shuttle ferry port From here you can catch a free ferry to different parts of North Amsterdam. We loved how everyone piled on together, whether you're on a bike, a scooter or on foot. We weren't sure which ferry to take and ended up walking a bit further than we needed, but it was a great walk nonetheless. We made it to an area called De Kervel and to the restaurant there, which is known for its bohemian atmosphere, sourcing sustainable local ingredients, and for its beautiful higgledy-piggledy building made from reclaimed materials.
Okay, so we're in an area called De Kervel, I think that's how you say it, and it's a former shipyard, and what they've done is they've actually hoisted loads of brilliant big old boats onto the land, and now this is just like a place where people have their offices and like little yoga studios. So all of these boats are different offices, which is so cool. It's really unique. What a find. This is a secret garden, but yeah, and that's Café de Kervel, which is the restaurant that is on the side of it, and that food was incredible. And there seems to be an art exhibition on the outside of a lot of these as well. There's someone having a guitar lesson in this one. I'm not sure I've ever seen a boat made from bricks. I wonder if they did that before or after it was put here, probably after.
Yeah, it seems like a really powerfully resourceful way to make what was a bit of a wasted site become something really amazing for creativity and industriousness, and just using space in a really unique way.
So we're in a part of North Amsterdam, I think it's called NDSM, and it's right on the river edge. There's a lot of boaty things around, and there is all this old industry and masses of really cool graffiti, like old buoys that are used as planters, loads of like upcycled things, just a lot of mad street art. I love it. I absolutely love this bit. This is where I camped last time. The campsite isn't actually there anymore. It's just a massive pile of sand now. Okay, so we've come into the main building and it is absolutely crazy in here. It's just full of crazy installations, people's art studios, just mad stuff. Just stuff everywhere. It's very vast and old industrial vibes. It's very enjoyable. A lot to take in,
Yeah.
a lot to look at. My eyes are just like...
It's great to see.
Yeah. Just like, oh my goodness, this is what I mean.
bonkers.
It's absolutely nuts in here, I love it.
Be such an inspiring place to create stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah. It says Barbie Peep Show.
Oh god. It's weird in there.
Really dark in the windows, so it doesn't show up on the video, but it's like a Barbie throwing up in a toilet and Barbies having parties and a giant Barbie head and stuff. It's pretty funny. Nothing too crude. Do you know what I love about it though? I love all the old pipes and all the old workings. That's what really excites me. I don't know why, I just love it. Sounds like it's absolutely hammering it down outside. And we are miles from home. Okay, this makes sense. It's obviously a shipbuilding yard. That is what this is. That's why it's so massive. That's why it's by the water. It's all coming together now. This is a steel plate bending machine. So, the steel that was used to make ships. What a place. Wow. Right, we're going to go into this massive cafe bar restaurant place and see if they've got hot chocolate. Because yeah, I think it is really raining now.
We continued to explore the area. There's so much here, and we could have spent hours looking at the street art and installations. But we were getting soggy and our time in Amsterdam had sadly come to an end. It was time to head back to the van. Wow, Amsterdam, what a place.
Yep.
We absolutely loved it there, and I think that we'll definitely be back.
I really hope so. I have absolutely loved this trip. Probably my new favourite city. Yeah, what a place. But that is it for this video. We will be back next week with a video giving you a bit of an update on our next plans now we have stepped away from the van build. If you have any questions for us, leave them in the comments and we will try to answer a few of them in next week's video. Thank you, as always, so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And a massive thanks to all of our new channel members and, of course, to everyone who's bought us a coffee. We really appreciate it,
Thanks,
guys.
everybody. Thank you.
Okay, we will see you next week, guys.
See you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.